It's time for Penn State Football Two-A-Days, where we preview two positions each day to get you ready for spring football. The Nittany Lions started practice this week, and today we're previewing the wide receivers and linebackers. If there's two groups that need to prove they're as talented as they look on paper, it might be these two. Now, before we get started, do me a favor, hit the like button. Thousands of you watching these videos. Only hundreds are hitting the like button so far. I know we can do better, and we're trying to get this video to 500 likes. Let's get started. Penn State has 13 receivers on the roster, but only two, at the moment, transfer Malik McClain and KeAndre Lambert-Smith, have more than 500 career snaps on offense. McClain, by the way, is just over that mark with 727 at Florida State. That means it's an incredibly young group this spring that will be fighting it out to see who will rise to the occasion. There's a lot of opportunity with Mitchell Tinsley and Parker Washington leaving the program with their combined 144 targets from last season, now on to the NFL. One of the names that comes to mind first in this competition is former high-level recruit Kaden Saunders. The four-star receiver admitted earlier this year that he struggled to adjust to college life and didn't play up to his potential. Strength coach Chuck Losey also discussed a transformation that Saunders underwent last year.
Well, I think Caden's big thing was when he first got here. He was a highly talented recruit, and he kind of figured it out early. He's like, wow, I got work. These guys are good too. But one of his biggest goals when he first got here that we addressed early was and he knows this, he was too big. He was overweight for his body composition. So we've been whittling away at his body composition for the past year, and he's done a phenomenal. He's completely changed his body. He looks lean. He's getting stronger in here. And I think with that confidence, he's a different player right now than what he was, certainly this time last year.
After reshaping his body last year, with more confidence in himself now, the 5'10 slot receiver needs to use this spring to prove he can contribute next year. If he can, he's a dangerous vertical threat out of the slot with great route running and speed potential. Beside him is redshirt sophomore Liam Clifford. The big body pass catcher provides a physical presence lined up inside, unlike anything Penn State's had in recent memory. He caught 8 passes for 89 yards in mop-up duty and stood out in those occasions. He provides a complement to what Saunders does, and has the skill set to contribute. They're a unique blend of size and route running skills that can provide flexibility next fall if they both prove they can do it. While Amari Evans, Trey Wallace, Malik Mega, Tyler Johnson, Anthony Ivy, and Christian Driver all are in the picture, we'll focus specifically on one player, the one we started with, and that's KeAndre Lambert-Smith. The junior wide receiver has played a complementary role throughout his career, catching 73 passes for 1,048 yards in 3 seasons for Penn State. The issue for Lambert-Smith, he's never amassed more than 59 targets in a season, and that came in 2021. While he's improved his drops throughout his career, consistency in route running and performance have pestered him throughout. According to PFF, he's only caught 3 contested catches on 18 attempts during the last 3 seasons. Playing to his full potential and providing he can be reliable in all situations is what wide receiver 1 is tasked with doing this spring. Oh, and after spring football, the team gets Dante Cephas in the transfer portal, so consider this picture completely incomplete. The way you view the Penn State linebacker room could be used on a personality test. What do you see? On one hand, the team returns veterans Curtis Jacobs and Abdul, two of the most athletic, explosive players at their position in the Big Ten. Both players bulked up this offseason and could represent one of the most talented tandems at the position under James Franklin. On the other hand, the middle linebacker position is still an unclear battle. Last year's starter Tyler Elsdon started the spring with an injury, meaning Kobe King is taking center stage for now. Either way, this group needs to show improvement from last season. As a position, the two defenders missed 17 total tackles, according to PFF. Elsdon already tied the team lead for 11, but that combined number makes Mike Linebacker the runaway winner for the area of biggest improvement from tackling and run defense next fall. While King and Elsdon lack the athletic traits of the other two starters, they can contribute in their own way and be dependable, reliable players. But maybe the better question this spring is how much will Abdul play at Mike? When Penn State takes linebackers off the field on third down, the edict should be that they don't remove their top 2 players. So, does Carter moonlight in that position this spring? Flexibility in sub-packaging is going to be very critical with this group. Lastly, fans are no doubt excited to see freshmen Tony Rojas and Tabian Robinson this spring, but neither have a clear path to a lot of playing time. Rojas plays the field linebacker position with veterans Jacobs and Dom DeLuca in front of him. Robinson is starting off at middle linebacker, which will require time to learn before his skills can show up. While Rojas has an outside shot at playing, he still needs to learn the position after playing defensive end in high school. What that means is, for the most part, the faces you saw last year are the ones you can expect this fall. That's it for Penn State Two-A-Days. I'm Thomas Frank Carr. Want more from spring practice? New members to Blue White Illustrated can subscribe right now for just $10 and get 4 months of access. Learn more at bluewhiteillustrated.com.